Hello again, everybody. Have another rehousing video to do today. This is another one of these situations where the mother has been left with her spiderlings. This is the Hysterocrates Gigas, or Cameroon Red Baboon. This female dropped a sack, oh wow, I think possibly October or November last year, and I like to leave Cameroon baboon slings with their mom because they seem to make good parents. They feed the slings well, and this enclosure, she's even moved out. It's so full of slings inside here. They've made their own channels and and all sorts of little hides. Let me see if I can show you some here quickly. You can actually see here where a sling has not only made a little home for itself in there, but it's also just molted. And I don't know if we can see in the back there, but yeah, there are a number of slings. Oh, just let me get it to focus there. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's the butt of one or two down there, but yeah, there's quite a few slings in the back there too. So we need to get mom out of here. Which shouldn't take too much trouble, hopefully. And I'm going to move her across into this tank, and I'll show you how I set this up for this species. They seem to enjoy the size. I mean, I've given this species bigger enclosures before, and they don't seem to really make good use of it. So this size seems to work well, and the setup that I use seems to be very comfortable for them to breed as well, because I've had multiple sacks in this exact setup. So I'm going to show you how I do that quickly. And yes, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and let's get started. This shouldn't take too long. Right, let's first put the queen one side and set up this new enclosure. Well, it's not new, I just cleaned it out. But what I do for them to start with is I use half of a plastic garden pot, any color, pink if you like, and I tuck that right into the back of the tank at this angle. So it creates quite a long channel, and they usually web this quite heavily, and they'll grab any like substrate in the area and they'll make an exit here. And then on top I just pad it heavily, and I put, depending on what species it is for them, they like to mess around a bit, so I'll just fill it with peat to about here, or substrate, and then a water dish, and that's that, nice and simple. I've still got a couple of bags of my old monster mix here, so I'll make use of these quickly. It's just a bioactive organic substrate that I prepare. And it makes it easy for aiming as well when you're filling a new enclosure. I got two of them, so I'll use them up quickly. Okay, now in here I put substrate in there, but I don't put a lot because they tend to just dig it all out. They really prefer to be on the bottom on the glass, as if they were inside a rock cave. So I do put some substrate down there, but I know she's just going to bring it out. But I do it in the beginning to make them feel at home, and that they can burrow and excavate and make the place feel how they want to feel. Make it all feng shui tarantula style. So there we go. She's got a nice deep tunnel inside there. We're just going to top this up with soil. packing that down so it gets nice and firm. And that's quite a lot of pressure there. Okay, that should be enough. It's a very simple setup, but they enjoy it, and they're the kind of species that, although they do wander quite a bit at night, they never wander far. And of course, with these being capable of swimming, you know, this kind of setup is very basic. This is the ultimate basic setup, I would say. But I mean, you could set up an enclosure twice as long, fit an entire reservoir down here with just water in it that Cameroon baboons are known to swim in. So they might go and take a dip or what have you. But I promise you, with the basic setup you see here, I have had, like I say, multiple success with females laying egg sacs, and it seems to be more than enough space, because then they rarely seem to wander when this, you know, when the setup is here. They never really wander around much. I found it works well for me, so that's what I do. I'm just going to catch the female now and get her across into here. And then I'll place a water dish, well, I'll place her water dish there. I'd like to give this a wash quickly, if you'll excuse me for a minute. You keep an eye on her, I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to place the water dish sort of there-ish, because they do tend to still walk the sides, and you know, they kick soil in there, which causes it to wick itself out. Right, let's see if we can catch Madam here. Are you going to be willing to play ball with us? Not like our feather-legged friend yesterday. Oh, she's not happy either, but we got her. There we go. And there she is, ready to rock her new enclosure. So she's just got to get used to the space. She is also a little bit exhausted after taking care of all these young. I need to feed her up, and she's got to molt again soon. So she'll do that in here quite well. And there you go, nice and quick and easy. Now again, I have to go through this tank and find as many spiderlings as I can without injuring them, because they're all buried in between all the substrate here. But I'll do that slowly, and before you know it, it'll be done. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.